Hey everybody, how you doing? Um, so I'm doing like a extraordinary thing for me to do, and it's like have a second lecture during the week, but it's not going to be a lecture really. It's just more of a message about that are probably a record number of people didn't turn in assignments, and I have to tell you, this is not like other classes you have. Deadlines are vital in journalism. I mean, if you do not, and I've emphasized this in prior lectures, if you do not do your assignments on time, you lose out. You lose to the competition, you lose your credibility. I mean, it's more important to be right than first, but it's important to be first. So, I mean, businesses depend upon it, especially in this day and age. So anyway, let me go to the shared screen here, and I'm sending this out with a note, um, and I'm willing to give people some break, give people a break on this. Just this one though, okay? Um, anyway, just and there goes the pinwheel. All right, let me go to this. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at. Like this actually could have been an F, but somebody came in late last night. It's the only person I heard from. Thank you for that. So I excuse that person, but I'm excusing other people too. But anyway, it's a bunch of Fs right there. Okay. In the grading system, and there's actually more to that. And it's simply because people just didn't do their assignments. And so I'm sending this note out. Um, and I haven't finished it here, but I'm going to finish it in a bit. And it says just basically, I'm kind of stunned that it's 2 days after deadline, um, or both the worksheets assignment and which was really a simple assignment, to be honest with you. Okay. You really just need to write one sentence leads. And just really emphasize what's unique, what resonates with people, that sort of thing. Okay. It's also important not to begin, the worksheet assignments with things like yesterday or big clauses. You just get right into the story. Okay. If people were arrested, say who was arrested. Get right into it. Okay. Get the biggest, newest thing in there. All right. So yeah, I'm kind of stunned that a bunch of people didn't turn in their profile rewrite, which a bunch of people, as I say here, who rewrote. You can rewrite if you have a C or higher for a higher grade. Okay. Um, and then but if you get an R, you have to rewrite it or get an F. Okay. And I had people who had R's who didn't rewrite. So I mean, I had people almost begging me to get into this class, and then you're not doing the work. So what gives, right? So anyway, I've been very clear in your notes to you. I mean, I almost feel like I'm sending out too many notes, too many different places. But then I see this kind of thing happen. Then I have people say like, "Oh, my computer wasn't working, or I didn't get the message," even though it clearly sent the message like 5 different ways. I mean, so you should be by now. You should be letting me know if you're having a problem. Okay. I mean, I've been clear in my emails back to you when the deadlines for these things are. I've been clear in the assignment entries when the deadlines for these things are. I mean, if you look at the email when I send your stuff back and say rewrite this, you should rewrite this. I say rewrite due whenever. The rewrite due um for the worksheet assignment. I might rewrite on that. Um you basically rewrite just rewrite the leads, right? That need to be rewritten, right? Um, that's due on Monday. Okay. So, and I wrote that back to everybody, February 13th. Okay. So I've been clear on the lectures and the syllabus and the emails. A failure to rewrite an R grade or turn an assignment more than 24 hours after the due date results in an F. Okay. Now we're working on 48. Okay. If you get a C or higher, you can and really should rewrite. Now, look, again, some of you asked me, like, how do I gauge class participation? This is actually one way I gauge. Okay. If you have a C or something, or a C plus, or a B, or a B plus, you should really rewrite it. If you're not, and I mean, I don't feel like you're trying hard enough. Okay. It's optional, but you really should do it. Okay. The vast majority of people who did rewrite a C or higher got an A. They actually did really well. I mean, the majority of the class, I mean, I'm really doing this message or lecture for a minority of the class, but it's a big chunk. Okay. So that's what makes it, that's why I'm doing this special lecture here. But most of you did a really good job on this and got an A, okay? So I appreciate that. If you're not rewriting it for a higher grade, is that good participation? I ask you, okay? I mean, I have to like basically see if you're involved. It's not a class like my media ethics class. Like a couple of you have that with me too, and maybe that's a class I can understand where maybe you would want to wait till like look at the lectures and maybe until the exam. I can understand that, but this class you have to look at the lectures every week, okay? And you have to participate every week by basically doing your assignments, okay? Um, and this next assignment is definitely going to be like a class participation assignment. Once because you also have the ideas is you have to submit ideas for your next assignment. That's due on Thursday, tomorrow. Okay. I do allow a sort of grace period. If you get one lower grade, I wrote this twice, sorry. If it's submitted within 24 hours of the due date, but if it's more than 24 hours late, it's an F. Okay. This is a big one because some people were just sending me the rewrites directly to my email. I've said this before too. There are separate entries for the rewrites themselves. Please see the assignment list and you'll see there's a rewrite for this worksheets assignment. I also remind people of these deadlines in my emails back to you, okay? If you're having trouble, I've had people say like, I can't see the remarks, blah, blah, blah. You gotta be able to see the remarks. I'm sorry, I can't fix that for you. You gotta be able to see they're there, okay? And you find a computer that has them, okay? Or something, okay? Um, I told you like Microsoft Word doc, they has a function where you can like basically mark up things and grade things in red and edit things in red. Okay. So you got to be able to see that. Okay. Um, I had people tell me they didn't see it and they told me this yesterday, but that was the day after the deadline. So why didn't you tell me the day before? Deadline making is part of the lesson of journalism. You need to get these things done on time. So ahead of the competition. Um, okay. And you need to communicate with me if you're having trouble. So here's what I'm offering. Okay. For those who haven't completed your assignments, I'm going to give you basically another chance. Those who have not turned in their assignments have until the end of the day, Wednesday, today, to turn in what you need to turn in with no penalty. Okay. And this is actually, again, this is the, let me just fix this one line right here. Okay. I mean, I know these aren't like the most exciting lectures to watch, but this is all we have. And, I mean, you chose to go this direction, so this is what we have. I mean, you could have chosen to go in person. I had one person who did actually switch from the online version of this class to the in-person version of this class. So all right. So anyway, okay, one grade lower if it's there we go. Just fix that. Okay. All right. Now here, let's look at the student view of the assignments. Okay, so you're clear about how this works. Okay. Once this actually saves, again, old computer here. Sorry. Okay. I'll be sending this out very soon. With this video link. Okay. All right. So if you're confused by like what's due or something like that, so here's the student view. Okay, I just clicked on that. It's going very slowly. You see, I'm actually waiting for to decide what the story is because that's where your idea is, and that's extra credit. So you get a grade higher if you actually get the winning assignment. Okay. Show by type. Okay. So you can see like right here, writing leads. This is where you submitted your original draft for that, right? But this is where you submit the rewrite right here. Okay. This was the profile, graded profile. This is the very first one we did. The rewrite gets submitted here. See? With the due dates. Okay. All right. So that's it. So please, you got today or it's an F. All right. And that's it. Okay. So please submit and let's keep this in mind for the future. Thanks very much.